The Calgary Police Service is investigating the homicide of a young girl who died last December. At approximately 3:30 p.m. on Friday, December the 19th, 2014, emergency crews were called to a home in the 0 to 100 block of Erin Ridge Road S.E for the report of a 4-year-old in medical distress. The child, identified as Olive Rebekah OLUWAFEMI, was in cardiac arrest and wasn't breathing when crews arrived. She was transported to a nearby hospital, but was pronounced deceased a short time later. While initially classified as a suspicious death, Olive Rebekah's death is now a homicide. The injuries that caused her death were inflicted within the family home and were not the result of play, an accident such as falling down the stairs, nor medical intervention such as CPR. The CPS has interviewed both Olive Rebekah's parents, and the investigation continues. At this time, the cause of her death is not being released. Investigators are asking anyone who may have information about this to call police or Crime Stoppers.
Are her parents considered suspects?
Again, no charges have been laid in this incident, therefore we cannot release the identity of anybody that we're looking at with respect to suspects, etc.
Do you have suspects in mind? Have you identified potential suspects?
We know that the injuries occurred within the family home.
But have you identified potential suspects?
We have identified potential suspects.
Who was in the home at the time of this episode?
That's part of the investigation, and we're not going to release that at this time to protect the integrity of the investigation.
Are her parents being cooperative with you?
No, the parents are not being cooperative with us.
What was the indication of what whoever was looking after her at the time, what did they say had happened when they brought her?
Again, that's part of the investigation, and we can't release those details at this time.
Do we know how she died?
We believe she died as a result of injuries inflicted upon her.
You're asking
More
for the public.
specific?
No, I can't at this time.
Why?
You're asking for help from other people outside the family, public's help.
Right.
Is that because you believe there are other people who witnessed this, or that there are other people who have information?
We believe that others may have information, and that's why we're asking for other people to come forward.
Would those other people have been witness to this?
Again, those are details that we cannot release at this time.
Why?
Why? This is child death investigations are incredibly complex investigations to undergo. There are a number of steps that we have to undertake to complete an investigation. Therefore, the details of those investigations and the steps that we do have to undertake will not be released until such time, if at any time charges are laid.
Did the autopsy reveal any previous needle injuries?
Again, we can't get into the timeline for injuries at this point.
Can you talk about the delay, or not delay, but how it was classified as not suspicious? So what changed?
Well, we were initially, when the call initially came in, there were reports that she likely choked, and we now know that that was not the case. We know she did not die as a result of choking.
Did you rule that out medically? Is that what took so long, or you've come to that somehow another way?
Absolutely. Obviously, we're working with the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner throughout this investigation. We have ruled that it did not occur as a result of choking. Her death did not occur as a result of choking.
Just, I guess the confusion is, wouldn't the autopsy have ruled that out right away?
Again, these are very complex investigations, and they require many steps to be undertaken before results are known, both on a medical and an investigative perspective.
In the press release, you specifically rule out falling down the stairs, the result of play, and of CPR, of compression of the chest or CPR. You rule those out in the press release by specifying them. So in specifying those things, am I to read into that that this is something that has been held out to you as being the case and you've now discovered it is not?
Again, you'll have to read whatever you read between the lines if you're saying that. Again, we cannot release specific details.
Are there any other children in the home?
There were no other children in the home.
But are there? Like maybe not at the time. but-
No,
Okay.
no.
Thank you.
There are no other siblings in this family. Or no siblings.
Which is it, no siblings or none in common?
There are no siblings within the family. She was an only child.
You said that parents have been cooperative. Have you spoken to the extended family at all? Have they been more cooperative?
Again, who we've spoken to with respect to witnesses, etc., we're not going to be releasing those details at this time.
Is there like a great number of extended family staying within this family home, or is it just mom and dad and it was all?
There was not an extended family staying within the home.
So was there a visitors to the home?
Not that we're aware of.
Anything else?
Can you provide us any sort of update on the suspicious death that occurred in the Auburn Bay area yesterday?
The autopsy is currently ongoing with respect to the Auburn Bay individual who died yesterday.
Is it being investigated as a homicide at this point, or?
Again, until the autopsy is completed, we will not be releasing cause or manner of death.
Any word on the identity of the victim at this point in time, or is that?
Again, that will be released after the autopsy.
Have you spoken to any family of this man, or who have you spoken to about this incident?
We've spoken to a number of individuals, but we're looking for anybody else who has information to come forward and to call us in relation to this incident as well.
Can you give us any specifics about the vehicle you say that police say was perhaps involved in that getaway?
We have recovered a vehicle in relation to the investigation. I can confirm that.
You say where, what kind of vehicle?
It was a beige minivan.
Can you say where you found it?
No, we cannot.
Was it 1086?
Again, those are details that we're still working through at this point. The vehicle was recovered early this morning, so we're trying to determine.
Have you identified any suspects in this case?
We have not identified suspects in this incident.
Obviously, homicide is involved. Is the police guns and gangs unit also involved?
We have a number of different areas of the police service that are assisting us with the investigation.
Which ones? Guns and gangs? Is the
There-
unit involved?
There's all kinds of units helping us out. So we reach out to anybody that we can to help us out with the investigation.
It's believed to be a targeted attack?
We believe it was a targeted attack, yes.
Is his family or friends being cooperative with you?
The family is being cooperative with us.
Is there a reason why the circle was shut down for so long? Do you believe there's a larger scene than what was out in the middle of the road?
Well, again, these are complex investigations, and we want to make sure the scene that we examine is extended beyond the boundaries of the actual scene.
Can you comment on his connection in that area? Did he live there? Was he visiting someone there?
Again, we can't release details of victims' personal information.
Can you say if it was drug related?
We're working through the investigation. It's very early on at this point.